If it is or if it ain't, it's gonna come out.
Good morning, everybody. It's your girl Miracle Sims, and you're listening to God, Sex, and Love, your daily dose of inspiration and juice. It is March the 3rd, 2022, and today the topic is what goes in will come out. Well, y'all, yesterday, my day went pretty well overall. Again, to God be the glory for all things. In spite of, the little hiccups and the things that I was talking about yesterday on the juice, my day yesterday ended up being just back to back. I guess confirmation and blessings and testimony for you all today. So, just to let you all know what happened, basically, yeah, I got done doing the juice. I don't know. Did I get a little bit of rest? I might have got a little bit of rest after I did the juice. Can't remember that part. But I know I spoke with my mom, so that was one thing that happened. While I was speaking with her, there's some little things was going on about the situation that I talked to you all about it yesterday. And it was kind of discouraging because on one hand, it seemed as if, my response, my response was getting responded to. I'll put it like that. And at some point, I just had to kind of be like, all right, well, I said what I said, you know what I'm saying? And then I let people know basically where they could go for the information, and that's it. I kind of left it alone after that. And so the interesting thing was that, in the midst of that, one, I had someone inbox me about that they purchased my book. So thank and praise God for that person. I hope that they enjoyed it and everything, or they enjoy it. So that was one blessing, because again, any and all support, especially for me in this season, is a blessing. So huge blessing to me. So thank you so much to the individual that reached out and told me that they purchased my book. Then I want to say not long after that, I had someone else that received their book that they had already ordered give me a shout out. So thank you to that person again, as well for the support and ongoing encouragement and whatnot. Yesterday I had several individuals mention, that about me helping them with their books, and I'm like, wow, look at God, you know what I'm saying? One is even, I'm supposed to be having a meeting today, if I'm not mistaken, about potentially helping them with a book and whatnot. So, again, it's God be the glory for that, you know what I'm saying? I had so my husband gave me a little bit of me time, a little unwind time, because he took my son out and they went somewhere yesterday. And that was good. That was good to have some time to really get some rest and to and I had some quiet time around the house and everything like that. So in the midst of that, I ended up having a virtual meeting with the individual, the gentleman that I'm helping him with his children book at the moment. And, he had wonderful feedback and whatnot about his experience working with me and whatnot. And so that was a blessing to hear. I ended up going live in my group, Unwind Self-Care and Sip Spot on Facebook, to share about, some products and whatnot. And then after that, I just kind of grabbed something to eat, and I got a good nap, good old nap. yeah, so that's pretty much how my day went yesterday. Aside from that, I had a class, um, virtual class, so that's a blessing again, another blessing. Um, Yesterday was workout day as well, so that was a blessing. I went on ahead and pushed through with that. Little man was not as focused during the workout as he was on Monday, but still, still a blessing. And one thing that I forgot that happened in the midst of the day as well, alongside of me getting together some people for future episodes of GSL, so communicating about that. But I had someone reach out to me about an event to perform at in May. Now I know this might be Pope. Look, ma. Okay, so this might be Pope because it's gonna be on Mother's Day weekend. But I think we're gonna go for Saturday rather than the Sunday, and so and again, a booking in this season, you know what I'm saying, it is a blessing. So thank and praise God for that. So for me, I'm just like, you know what, God is with me. You know what I'm saying? God is with my family, and regardless of how things look, and regardless of the persecution, regardless of the things, stumbling blocks that try to come in our way, you know, God is still good. God is still good, and He's in the blessing business. And so for me, all of those things I just shared with you all are blessings, and I hope that they encourage you and inspire you, especially if you're in the midst of persecution and you're like, Lord, what is going on? Like, I'm being beat up or whatever the case is. Keep pushing. Which leads me to my prayer meditation for today with the Soul Space app. It was all about endurance. And it made me think about my sister, my mom, and everything like that. So I did send it to my sister. So hopefully she'll take a listen to the Soul Space app and hopefully get some encouragement from that. Mom, I figured I was going to talk about it on the juice, and so you will hear about you're hearing about it now. But I can send it to you as well if you would like to hear today's prayer meditation with the Soul Space app. Again, I'm not sponsored by Soul Space or anything like that. It's just I've been using the app ever since I kicked off the juice back in, April 1st, 2020. And it's just become a part of my routine to listen to that app before I pray. And yeah. So today's topic was about endurance, and so I felt it was like a good little reminder and something to listen to and reflect on and whatnot. But my topic today, it came from I guess a dream that I had last night. Long story short, I don't remember many details of the dream at the moment, but there was like a phrase that I remembered, and it was like hole in the back of my head or something like that. That was the phrase that I remember from the dream. I don't know what it went with. I don't know. I don't even know about the back of my head part. Like I'm not sure about that. But I ended up looking up. I tried to look up some Bible centered around holes in the back of my head or whatever, just to see what was out there. I really didn't see much about that. But the interesting thing was when I googled Bible hole in the back of my head, and it led me to this blog. It led me to pathos.com, a blog called Why Are There Seven Holes in Your Head? And it's written by Father Charles Erlandson, and it was written on March the 31st, 2017. So, and I ended up reading that entire blog, and so that is going to be the Go Deeper section for today. So go to the Go Deeper section if you want to see the information to Google so you can find it and everything like that. Great article, a great blog. The interesting thing is, so not only reading the blog was encouraging and inspiring this morning, but then also noticing things about the blog. So I noticed that there wasn't any comments in response to this blog. But the interesting thing was it made me think about me, and it made me think about the juice, and it made me think about the whole aspect of like, not really seeing fruit sometimes, right? But obviously I don't know Father Charles Erlandson, you know what I'm saying? But if by somehow he comes across this, or somebody that knows him comes across this, and they're like, oh, this girl talked about you on her podcast or whatever the case is. I did actually look him up. So he does have a website. Apparently, he has more blog posts and whatnot. I guess he probably posts rather frequently as well. But anyway, I bring this part up to say, like, at the end of the day, again, that endurance, right? The endurance that the other app is talking about. It's just encouragement to keep going, because at the end of the day, this blog post that was written back in 2017 blessed me on today, and hopefully will encourage and inspire and bless you, whoever you are that are listening to the sound of my voice as well. So that was a very interesting thing that I came across this morning. But that blog, it led me to Luke 11:34-36. Good morning to whoever's watching me live. Let's get into this, because this is the only verses that I'm sharing in the juice. So here we go. Luke 11:34-36. It says, the light of the body is the eye. Therefore, when thine eye is single, the whole body also is full of light. But when the eye is evil, thy body also is full of darkness. Take heed, therefore, be full of light, having no part in dark. I did it again, Mama, I'm sorry. The something shall be full of light, as when the bright shining of a candle doth give thee light. So, yeah. Okay, I see what it was saying. I wrote whole. So, let me try to go back to that verse there. I'm going to start here. Take heed, therefore, be full of light, having no part dark. The whole shall be full of light, as when the bright shining of a candle doth give thee light. So basically, again, that's what led me to my topic today. What goes in will come out. Like, at the end of the day, again, that blog that I came across this morning, it goes deeper about this idea of what the 7 holes, right? So again, my random dream about a hole in the back of my head, whatever the case was, led me to this blog about 7 holes. And I really was like, we got 7 holes in our head? I was like, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, okay. It really is 7. Because at first, you hear 7 holes and you're like, huh, what are you talking about? So anyway, but basically the blog really goes deep about this concept of, what we take in, right? It's very important. Again, this isn't a foreign idea. What you read, right? What you look at, what you hear, what you say, what you eat, I guess even what you smell, right? All these things will affect you somehow. Like, it's going to have an effect on you in your life. And so, what goes in, right, will come out. So I guess with that being said, that's where the importance comes in with surrounding yourself and engulfing the type of content to, hopefully bring out light. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to need it in those dark times, because I think that's the thing that helps me these days. I hold on to, the things that I've been studying, right? Again, like if I speak a little bit about yesterday, again, when you're dealing with certain people and you're dealing with like maybe negativity or whatever the case is, you're like, man, why are these people X, Y, and Z? But again, if you're in the word, right, you're understanding that, okay, wait. It's not really the people, right? Sometimes it might be the spirit within, and I know that might be hard. That might be pulp. We might not want to hear that. Spirits are working within us. But, but if you're open to that, then yeah, that could happen. According to the Bible, not just me, my little humble opinions here. So anywho, basically I say all that to say, yes, what we take in, it will come out. So that's why it behooves us to get into the word. That's why it behooves us to study, to show ourselves approved, as I say. But again, it can help you in our lives as well. Like, as we take that time to study the word, for example, the more you surround yourself with that type of content, then you can be able to combat different things that come your way. Like, because again, persecution's coming. persecution gonna come your way, especially as a Christian. So what you have to do is fight those battles spiritually. And, you know, again, that might be hard and difficult to do if you're not surrounding yourself with spiritual information. You know, perhaps if you're someone that's maybe surrounding yourself with other types of information or whatever the case is, then yeah, you know, it might be difficult to look at things spiritually. So yeah, I mean, that's where my little topic comes from today. You know, if you guys want to go deeper again about this concept of the 7 holes in our head, right? And why are there 7 holes in our head and everything like that, then check out the Go Deeper section, check out the gentleman's blog. Again, it's God be the glory for him for, you know, doing what God told him to do back in 2017, you know, to bless me in today in 2022 and ultimately blessing you as well. But yeah, that's the juice, y'all. That's the juice. Shout out to the 2 people watching live. Good morning, good morning, good morning. One more thing I feel led to share this morning is the Bible verse of today, and that is 1 John 1:9. It says, if we confess our sin, he is faithful and just to forgive us our sins and to cleanse us from all unrighteousness. Friend, I hope you all enjoyed this juice this morning. Thank you so much for listening to God, Sex, and Love, your daily dose of inspiration, the juice. Pray you guys can go forth and have a wonderful day, and I look forward to talking to you all tomorrow, if the Lord's will. Bye-bye.
Hey y'all, I'm Nyla O'Neal with Anchor Phlebotomy Institute. We're located at 737 South Hill Street in Griffin, Georgia. Look, this program was birthed out of a will to help and push you closer to your dream, customizing each and every learning path for each and every student, giving you hands-on education with myself and other teammates. We're here to help you and drive you to be the best version of yourself. Look, we're a 12-week program, and it will be vigorous, but it will be worth the work. Put the work in, you will see it in the end. We are dedicated to seeing you not only finish our program, but to get certified. We are an accredited school through the National Phlebotomy Solutions, and we are so ready to meet each and every one of you. Contact us today.